What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jaja Binks, and today I'm gonna talk about Marvin Bagley and why I think the Pistons should re-sign him. Not to no big contract, probably some, team friendly, mostly like a prove it deal. So within the next two, or even the next season after this, next 2 or 3 seasons, maybe you sign him to a bigger contract when he really proves it, because 18 games isn't a great sample size. You know what I'm saying? They should sign him to another 1 year deal and give him the starting position, because I feel like he's just way better than Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart is a great big. I'm not going to say a great big, but I think his ceiling isn't starting caliber. I think Marvin Bagley can be a starter in this league still. And Isaiah Stewart, Big Stu, he's more of a energy guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'd be a great big man off the bench, where he just probably play like a mini Montrezl role. I feel like that could be his ceiling, like Montrezl Harrell, because he's a better defender than Trez, but I don't think he's that much of a scorer. So he could be like a, like a get on the floor, you know, be your defensive anchor on the bench. But I think Bags, he's better offensively. He has more shooting potential. And he's still young. Even though this is like his fourth season, he's still young. And from the games that he's been playing, especially with Cade, him and Cade have beautiful connection. Like, he's setting Bagley up, throwing him the oops. He's finishing around the rim. And he's shooting 55% since he's been with the Detroit Pistons, which is great. And it's been he's averaging the second most points in his career on the Pistons, and he's only played 18 games, and he's only started 8. So I think that's just that goes to show you that he's still his potential. He haven't scratched the surface of his potential yet, and I do think he can get better. And I wouldn't say he's been deadly from three. He's been respectable. He's been hitting a couple, but sometimes he can go over on most nights. But I really like his defensive potential. I wouldn't say he's the greatest defender, but I wouldn't say he's a terrible defender when he's locked in. He was a terrible defender in Sacramento, but I think he just didn't want to play there. So that's why. And Sacramento's just a nasty organization. Like, it's not really a great organization. But I really do think that he would be the Pistons should re-sign him on a 1 year deal, a prove-it deal, so he can show his potential, his true potential with them. I just think that the sky's the limit for him still. I know he's not going to live up to the second overall pick. I don't see that. And if he does do that, well, that's good for him. But I don't really see that. I still think he can change the narrative that he's an NBA bust. I don't think he's an NBA bust. But I think next season he will have a breakout season. I'm calling it already. But the Pistons should re-sign him. I wouldn't say don't draft a big man. If you do draft one, probably draft Jabari, because he's like literally a perfect fit for them. Like, move on from Jeremy Grant and draft Jabari, and that'll be perfect. Or draft Jaden Ivey or Johnny. I just forgot his name. The guard from Wisconsin. Either draft one of them two or draft Jabari Smith, and I think the Pistons would be doing great. But yeah, them was a couple reasons why I think the Pistons should keep Marvin Bagley for the near future. he's still a great young talent to me. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe for more. I'm gonna be uploading way more consistently now. I'm on my grind.